You know what? This is gonna be an unpopular opinion. I'd say 70% of the Carter 3 didn't age well.
I 1000% agree, and I have this music opinion that I think there are two type of hip hop listeners. I've always have said this. There are two type of hip hop listeners. The guys who think, well, the guys and ladies who think that the Carter 2 is Wayne's best album, and the people who think the Carter 3 is his best album. Because that tells me everything I need to know about that person.
Oh yeah, Carter 2 was
Yeah,
definitely his best album.
hands down, hands down.
Hands down.
But
Yeah.
there will be people that be like, no, Carter 3 is his best album. I'm like,
Like
yeah,
I'm gonna be real with you. Carter 4 has more longevity than Carter 3 does.
I agree 1000%. I think the Carter 3 was a commercial made album where it was just about, I'm trying to make radio hits. So during that
Yeah,
time,
that
like,
was Lil Wayne's Damn.
yeah, that's all he wanted is like, hey, let's just make radio hits for this album. The Carter 2 was a classic, and it tells me that what
hmm
type of hip hop, it tells me if I can actually talk hip hop with you. If you say, oh, the Carter 2's best album, it's like, okay, we can talk. But if someone say
Oh
Carter
yeah.
3's best album, I'm like, okay. like, like, yeah.
I ain't gonna cap with you. A lot of Drake's like mixtape run did not age well. Like his
Yeah.
early days, like when he first came out, and it's not that it didn't age well content wise, it's just that like his sound
Yeah,
back then, he just sounds so much better now to the point where
yeah,
like if I try to go back and listen to his old stuff, it's hard to listen to because it's just like that's the corny Drake that I hear people
yeah,
talking about.
yeah. It was like he was in search for his sound, but like
Yeah.
you could like hear the potential, but it was like yeah,
hmm
he was in search for his sound. Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that.
You could definitely tell like that was him in training.
Yeah,
That was his training arc for
because
sure.
I think so far gone, he found like
Oh
okay,
shit. Yo, we gotta
we
get
gotta get back.
inside.
Okay, I think so far gone, he found okay, this is I'm on to something, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then thank me later. I have a I don't I, that's a studio album to me, so I try my best not to like grade that as heavy, but that was
Facts. Yeah.
like it's just he figured out what to do if okay, like this is what the hit, this is the
And
second hit,
and
this
you
is
you know what? I can agree with that to the point where like I feel like not to try to put myself on a Drake level or anything like that, but like my first album that I released, like the No Ventilation 4, the sound of it for me being an independent underground person, I compare that album to the sound of like Drake's Thank Me Later or like Cole's the first album that he dropped with
yeah,
the
yeah, the sideline story or the
yeah, the sideline
yeah,
store, Big Sean's Finally Famous. Like
yeah,
all of those kind of have like a similar
yeah,
like sound that they came from a similar era. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. And I just genuinely feel those were the labels saying, all right, we need you to produce a hit, we need you to produce it, you know, and it's just that. And then
Absolutely.
the second album, you hear the I got more control in it,
Mm-hmm.
like Born Center, Take Care,
This yeah,
yeah, you
yeah,
know, like
yeah. Those were the albums that they were like, all right, we seen what you can do. Do what you do best now. You pleased us. Now you can do what you want to do. Like the reins are off.
yeah. And it's funny how like if you could relate that to Wayne because with him coming in so young, he was pretty much like I don't see what the word I'm thinking of. Sort of it's an insult, so I don't want to say it. But I just always
He was groomed. Is that what you were gonna say?
nah. I was gonna be like he seemed like a gimmick rapper, but you
Oh,
know
at first,
yeah
oh yeah,
he
like
was
in
like
the
a
cat,
prop.
like the early Cash Money days, yeah,
Yeah, like he was
because
a
he was
prop.
so young and yeah,
Like he was like, oh, bling bling, you know, like he was just in there, just oh yeah, I'm the young guy just in here doing
hmm
this, and then
and then he said, "Fuck that,
yeah,
I'm the guy."
and then what like, but the Carter pretty much had Go DJ, and that was like okay, like this tough, but it still didn't drive me to want to listen to the album. But when Carter Two
hmm
came, and I think it was hustler music, and then
Yeah. Money on my mind.
but yeah, and then best rapper alive, and then a flying in the
That
fly
Joe.
house, bro.
That Joe. Yes. And then you had what was the like the commercial fireman?
Fireman, yeah, you got Shooter with Robin Thicke.
Yes.
You got Receipt. You gotta
Yes,
hold
with
on.
currency.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's
Bro,
my shit.
man, that joke was going crazy. He got what's the
You
song
know,
Corrupt?
yeah. Carter 2 is
He
crazy.
got that song Corrupt. Oh my god. Locked and
Oh,
load.
we
Yeah,
run.
yeah.
We run.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Locked and load.
Locked and load.
Bro, that joke is so tough, bro. That's like get so mad. People like I don't even, it's funny. I don't even get like mad. It's just one of those things where if that person tries to
Side eye.
argue, yeah,
Bombastic
yeah,
side eye. Like,
like like don't you dare try to argue music with me, bro. Like
yeah. No, you said Carter 3 is his best because that's what people say.
yeah,
You don't listen to no Wayne, boy.
yeah, yeah. They the people when we talking about like top five MCs, they going to throw out Andre 3000, and it's like, bro, stop. Like I'm not saying he's not good. It's just I
Yeah,
get
no,
mad. Yeah,
he's an amazing lyricist, but
yeah,
where's his catalog?
yeah,
How are you going to
exactly.
put him up there when he don't even like that's like no disrespect to Biggie. Biggie is a phenomenal rapper. He's an all-time great, but Biggie's catalog is two albums
Yeah,
and then one album posthumously, which
yeah,
means he really didn't have no creative control over it. Diddy was just throwing verses with features to put
yeah,
out an album.
yeah. Facts,
So
facts.
I mean, even you can't. I mean, you can put Biggie up there because he was amazing for his time period. And like, I still think if Biggie was alive today, his style of rapping would fit more with the modern era. But his catalog ain't shit.
The so there are certain arguments I just get when I hear it. I'm like, all right, this person doesn't know what they're talking about. There's just like have this weird obsession where they want to be involved with the conversation. So
Yes, yes.
when I hear that the Andre 3000 thing, I think of that, and it's like when I remember one time we were at some bar and we were arguing like the LeBron versus Jordan thing, and one dude
Hmm.
just kept like I'm not gonna say a name, but he kept inserting himself in the conversation, and I knew I was like he doesn't know what he's talking about, so I just kept ignoring him. But the other people kept arguing with him, so I was like whatever. I
Hmm.
was like I'm not gonna try to play a dude in front of everybody, but I was like I know he don't watch basketball, so I'm like all right. So, you know, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, like LeBron had D Wade and Chris Bosh, like it won his first. Like, don't compare like Jordan with like he had Scottie Pippen, who, you know, like just the Pistons thing where he was all like it. Just I don't know. Just I don't like when people compare their teams. And one dude tried saying, "Oh, what do you mean? Like Jordan had, you know, the dude said, what do you mean Jordan had a team of Horace Grant?" And I was like, what? He said, no, don't even try to play Horace Grant like that. And I was like, I'm not trying to play him. Just when I mentioned D Wade and Chris Bosh, and you come back with Horace Grant, like, like, like I don't want to. Like, what are we doing right now? Like,